This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
About to bring gold back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
And how sweet it is! A state gold medal for the Union Scotties!
And then the Shenango Lancers are your 2A softball champions. The trophy lifted high.
The 10th seed Union Scotties are WPIAL champions.
Not a Cinderella story, a championship story here.
And your 2023 WPIL 2A Girls Champions, the Shenango Wildcats.
The pitch from Bruce, here it comes. Swing and a miss! Union wins it! The Union Scotties have rallied to win the WPIAL Championship.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Working down inside, and alley-oop to Young Gun.
She'll strike it and score!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Coming to you live from Laurel High School, it's WPIAL girls basketball action here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. We have a non-section tilt tonight as the Laurel Spartans host the Shenango Wildcats. Alongside Jay Moan, I'm James Dotson. Glad to bring you coverage here on the Lawrence County SportsNet. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Maley Chiropractic, by Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, by The Red Zone, by MVP Insurance, by Castle Asphalt, by Newcastle Transit Authority, by Medora Bonner Law, by Penn Ohio Bottled Water, by Health and Motion Physical Therapy, by Pontius Insurance, by Doran Concrete, by Works in Progress Paint Services, by Gem Builders Incorporated, by the City Rescue Mission, by the Tri-County Principals Association, the Laurel Teachers Association, the Shenango Teachers Association, and the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. So coming into this contest, Jay, Laurel 2-10 record on the year. Shenango 3-7. Two teams very young, decimated with injuries, especially on the Laurel side. Only 9 are dressed for Shenango on the road. Only 8 dressed for the home Laurel Spartans. So only one game, no JV game, as you can imagine tonight. But being non-section, I think this really plays well for both these teams to get a chance to just get more time on the court with such young rosters more than anything here, right?
I looked it over. They do have a very young, both teams are very young. Each team only has, Laurel has 1 senior and Shenango has 2 seniors. But like you said, they only have dressing 10 and 9 players. That's a little bit tough. It's tough to get good practice with that.
Exactly, and when we talk to the coaches, you'll hear it here in a moment, you can't even get a full practice in when you have only 9 or 8 players. You can't even go a full 5-on-5. And you mentioned Laurel's 1 senior. Well, that is in Kendra Ruperto. She's out for the year with a knee injury, just had surgery over the break. Unfortunately, she's done for the year. And on the other side for Shenango, both their seniors didn't play last year. So you have, for them, getting their shoes back wet and trying to just get back into basketball shape. So going to be very difficult year, but this is going to be, I think, a fun chance for both teams to, again, just get an extra game in against like opponents and try to see what their teams really have with them. So what we're going to do, we're going to step aside, take a quick break. We'll come back and we're going to talk with both Coach Heaney and Coach Nattell of the Shenango Wildcats when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Maley Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Maley Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale-Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
All right, we're back on the pregame show. Laurel against Shenango, non-section action coming up. Get a chance to talk with Brian Heaney, Laurel's head coach. And Coach, non-section game, it is a local rival. I know it doesn't count for the section standings or anything like that, but obviously a very important game for your young squad. Just talking about what you're looking for with your team tonight.
We've struggled here lately with injuries, and the girls are excited about playing Shenango, as always. Definitely, like you said, it's a rivalry, and they want to win this one. They definitely want to win it. We want to get back on track. Really, no matter who it is today, we got to get back on track here, get this season going in the right direction. The girls are staying positive, but a win against Shenango would definitely lift their spirits and point us in the right direction.
You mentioned you started with 12, you're down to 8 now, but nice to have at least one of those players back. Talk about Maggie coming back and how everybody's kind of stepping into a new role now.
Yeah, everybody's got to step up, and that's just the nature of the business right now. When a player goes down, someone's got to step up, and we're very happy to have Maggie back. She's been working hard. She's been rehabbing. She comes to every practice. She's on the sideline shooting and dribbling and doing everything, and finally she got cleared. So she's been back a couple games. Tonight she'll start, and we're looking forward to having her out there with us. So.
Coach, you've had a couple of good battles in this section, even with your young roster, especially against the locals of Mohawk and Neshannock. So as you get into tonight's game, what is it you want to see your team continue to improve on in this non-section game before section play continues?
Well, we need to handle the press a little better. If they decide to press us, we need any pressure, whether it's half court or the press. We got to handle that a little better. We have too many turnovers. We got to execute in the half court a little better. But defensively, we hold our own with everybody. We rebound with everybody. We hustle. We work hard, and that keeps us in games. But we got to cut down on our turnovers. Do the little things: 50-50 balls, rebound, hustle. All that stuff. Get a few more to fall in the basket wouldn't hurt either. So, and then we'll be right there at the end, hopefully. So.
Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back on the pregame show, Laurel against Shenango coming up shortly here in non-section action. We're talking to acting head coach Bob Nattell here for the Shenango Wildcats. And Coach, when we talked to you guys earlier in the year, you talked about being a young squad, just having to try to grow with as much time on the court as you can. 10 games in now in the season, how do you feel the team has progressed, and how do you feel like this team has kind of worked forward in what they are becoming?
I think we've gotten better each game. We improve in different areas each game. Now, we still have a lot to work on, but we are getting better and moving forward. We're taking steps forward, and we just got to put it all together, and hopefully tonight will be one of those nights that we can put it all together.
9 that are dressed for the game tonight. Obviously small schools, small rosters, but talk about what it means to have all the 2- and 3-sport athletes, including coming back, a couple who have come back after not playing for a couple of years. What that means to keep a program like this alive.
Yes, because we have two seniors did not play last year. Yeah. So without them, we're down to 7. So it was nice to have them come back, and I think they missed a year, and I think they missed it, and I know they're pretty happy that they came back, and we're really glad that we have them because they're two pretty good players.
And talk about them real quick, about their leadership. Yeah, they didn't play last year, but still are big senior leaders for you.
Yes, and I think like Addie Case and McKenna Emmerich are the 2 girls we're talking about. And McKenna plays softball, track. Addie Case does track and volleyball. So she's been around the girls, been on the team with her. They know that they're hard workers, so it wasn't like they were coming in and the girls were like, well, who is this? They already knew their work ethic, so it was probably easy for them to become a leader in that sense because they've been around them. And because, like you said, small schools, they play everything. So
love seeing that. And we love seeing even a non-section action tonight, 2 Lawrence County teams going at it. What's it you want to see most from the team tonight and in the non-section game over the weekend at Westminster?
Like I said, we just kind of want to see improvement. You know what I mean? The things we say is control what you can control. Go out there and compete, have fun, and whatever happens, happens. Yes, we'd like to win. I'll make no bones about that. I want to win every time we play, but we just got to get better and better. And these are 2 non-section games, so we just want to kind of get better too when we get back into section play And hopefully with a couple wins, that gives you some momentum when you go back into the section play. So that's kind of what we're looking for. See what happens.
Well, he likes winning. He's got 500 plus JV wins at Newcastle, right?
Yeah, right. I don't know if these count or not.
Coach, we appreciate it. Best of luck, and we'll see you on the road.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Cold winds blowing.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
And back here for the conclusion of our pregame show here today. Laurel against Shenango. About to do battle. Coming up now are Doran Concrete starting lineups. Doran Concrete laying the foundation for your team. Visit doranconcrete.com for your free estimate today for the Shenango Wildcats. They're going to start with this. It's going to be 3 sophomores, a junior, and a senior. Sophomores are Giada Christopher, Zoe Offey, and Ella Farrell. Amara DeFrank, the 5'9 junior, and Addie Kays, the 5'5 senior. So Christopher, Offey, Farrell, DeFrank, and Kays, the 5'4. Well, not Coach LaRocco today, the defending coach of the year for Wpial Class 2A. He is not in attendance. It's going to be acting head coach tonight is Bob Nattell. And yes, that's a joke. He does not have 500 career wins as the JV coach at Newcastle. That was a fun inside joke when we were doing a JV match a few years ago for him. Now for Coach Brian Heaney in his first year at Laurel. Good to see Maggie Alfera getting her first start. 3rd game of the year coming back off of an injury. Also in the starting lineup will be fellow sophomore J.L. Henderson. And then a couple of juniors, 3 juniors actually, Cheyenne Tyndall, as well as Maya Jarrett, a 3rd sophomore, and Morgan Barker. So the sophomores are Alfera, Henderson, and Jarrett. Tyndall and Barker are the juniors. Cheyenne Tyndall, leading scorer for Laurel, just under 10 points per contest. And for Shenango on the other side, leading scorer is Ella Farrell, and she's the sharpshooter from downtown as well. She has made 17 of the team's 25 threes on the year. Jay, real quick, a key to the game for you. Your keys to the game brought to you by Works in Progress Paint Services.
Stay out of foul trouble. With such a short roster in both teams, they got to stay out of foul trouble.
And you're right, with only 9 dressed on both sides officially tonight, I think that's going to be definitely the key here for sure. Laurel will have the white uniforms with the green trim. They're going left to right as you watch on lcsportsnet.com. And Shenango in the road blues going from right to left. The tip won by Shenango and Amara DeFrank. Giada Christopher will cross the timeline first and get us underway. Pass into the corner, trying to go down low. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Actually went out of bounds on the bounce pass. They were trying to get it down on the block to Offey.
Right, ball bounce right off Offey's knee, knee, and out of bounds.
So now Laurel with their first offensive possession, and Alfera, you can tell how important she'll be to this team on first start, and she's running the point coming down against the 3-2 zone for Shenango. Right wing 3 on the way, a high arcer, but misses everything from Cheyenne Tyndall, trying to save it out of bounds, unable to do so was Henderson. So each team on their first possession unable to capitalize, just 30 seconds into the game.
That's not how you really want to start a game, but see what happens.
Yeah, Laurel also in the 3-2 zone here. Not surprising. Shenango, they've struggled shooting the ball from downtown this year, other than, like I mentioned, Farrell, who has 17 of the team's 25 threes. 64% of them on the year for her. This 3 from Addie Kays off the mark, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Alfera, off and running, and it's knocked away from her. Actually, she was the one to lose it out of bounds, says Shar McCree. Turnover back to Shenango. Shar McCree, Gabe Mild, and Aaron Pritchard are the 3 officials this evening.
See if we can get an offensive play going here.
Into the corner it goes for DeFrank. Swings it back over, looks for Ella Farrell. Tough time getting to it. Actually shot partially blocked, and then stepping on the end line trying to get the rebound was Offey. So possession will go over to Laurel. Good quick hands to get around the screen. I believe that might have been Alfera again getting the block. 6:44 remaining opening quarter. Still looking for your first score here in this non-section clash between Laurel and Shenango. Alfera kills the dribble, swings it over into the corner. Return pass from Barker. Good ball movement here. They get it to Jail Henderson on the short corner. We'll have our held ball. Possession will stay with the Spartans.
Good hands to get the ball and not commit a foul.
We have a timeout for a moment here. I think they're saying that the ball is potentially overinflated, which gives us a chance to give some shout-outs here, because we just had, Jay, our announcement for your LGKG Red Zone Athlete of the Month for the month of December. The female athlete of the month is Union's Kelly Cleaver. How about her start to the year? 15 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals per game. And she hit her 1,000 point against the Shenango Wildcats. So she's your LGKG Red Zone Athlete of the Month for December. And the male athlete of the month, well, how can you go against Joseph Roth the way he has started this year? 25 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists per game. Incredible.
Are you surprised he's playing basketball?
You know what? We said that, honestly, from when we heard about how good of a swimmer he was as his freshman year, that you wondered, with how good of a swimmer that he's close to, like, Olympic qualifying times, would he stay with the game of basketball? But he just loves it too much. He's still playing baseball, too. He's a 4-sport athlete and loving every minute of it. So am I surprised? Look, I'm not in the kid's shoes. I'd love to say that I would want to go and play as many sports as possible, but hey, good for him. I love it, and we're glad to honor him as your Red Zone Athlete of the Month for December.
Very deserving.
And here's the crazy thing, is that he's going and swimming like 5,000 yards in the pool and then going out and playing these games at night, too. It makes, he's not coming out of a game because he's never going to be tired.
No, he's in excellent shape.
So back to the action in the corner. Cheyenne Tyndall, leading scorer for the Spartans. Her 31st 3 of the year, and there's your first bucket of the game. 3-0 Laurel with 6:15 remaining here in the opening quarter. Giada Christopher on the wing. Good pass down looking for Offie, but we're going to have a held ball. It's the quick hands of Maya Jarrett. We can say the quick feet as well. The first female football player in Laurel history to score points.
She's a kicker.
She is.
I think I was at the game when she got her point.
We were, they are going to say possession error. That's right. Should stay with Shenango. Yeah, we were having a nice fun chat with her before the game about what led her to going out there and kicking for the Spartans this year. And figuring out if she's going to be back out there again next season as she deflects this one again out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Cats. 2 minutes into the game, 3-0 the score. Laurel leading Shenango.
Cheyenne Tyndall leads the Spartans with 33 pointers this year.
Now 31 after that opening shot, and then part of the defensive effort there to get the turnover, the 5-second violation against Shenango. Possession will go back over to the Spartans, and Alfera will bring it across the timeline. Double team, they're able to get it back to her as barely was Tyndall was double teamed. Alfera drives in, kicks it over to Jarrett, trapped in the corner, able to get it to Alfera. Swings it around to Tyndall. Tyndall into the corner looking for Barker. On the short corner, Jarrett, double teamed there. Tries to work it down low. It's going to be knocked away, stolen away, and on the held ball, actually possession will stay with the Spartans with 5:30 remaining here in the opening quarter. A 3-0 Laurel lead.
Good hands by Shenango that time to tie her up.
Pass into the corner looking for Tyndall. She'll get the return. She'll try another one from downtown. High archer too strong this time off the mark. And rebound brought down by Giada Christopher. 5:15 remaining here in the opening frame. 3-0 the lead for Laurel here in this non-section clash. Trying to back her way in there was Amara DeFrank. Extra pass to Erla Farrell. Long jumper is short, no good. Ball out of bounds on the rebound. Last touch by the Spartans.
Good hustle by the Spartans that time to get that ball.
Trying to back her way in this time is DeFrank. Nice shot over the left shoulder for the first points of the game for the Cats.
Nice move by DeFrank.
Good drive in on the other end from Jael Henderson, and she's going to be rewarded with a pair of free throws here with 4:43 remaining in the opening quarter. Amara DeFrank, really the only player on this Wildcats roster, Jay, who had time last year with the varsity squad. Consistent time, that is, as the first free throw is good for Henderson. Score 4-2. Second one rattles home as well. 5-2 now your score. Here in this non-section clash. DeFrank poked away by Alfera. Good job to tiptoe the line there by Addie Case to avoid the over and back, but her pass deflected and stolen away. Third turnover of the first quarter for Shenango, but good job to hustle back after getting pickpocketed. Giada Christopher hustles her way back down and gets the steal.
Both teams playing very good defense as of now.
Hard to Frank, tried to go up and under, couldn't get it to go. Nifty move from the junior.
Missed that backboard though. I think she would have used the backboard, would have went in.
Pass into the corner. Barker thought about a three. He'll kick it back out to Alfera. And neither team with a big bench tonight. Only 9 dressed for both squads. Inside-out game, another 3 on the way for Cheyenne Tyndall. 2 strong, no good, and the held ball will stay with Shenango. Coming up at the half, we will have our LGKG halftime show. We'll break down the first half stats. Get you some thoughts and figures. Hey, got to give a big shout out to the Laurel Tech crew doing all these games here and allowing us to take up some of their space. We'll gladly share with them anytime, and we'll gladly anytime you, well, I can't say I have a homeschool, but I will give you power anytime, don't you worry. Long jumper off the mark, but an offensive rebound for Addie Case. Her putback no good, but she was hacked on the way up.
Foul by Maya Jarrett, her first foul.
I haven't had a chance to ask your thoughts, Jay, about the new foul rules. 5 fouls per quarter.
I don't really care for it. I guess I'm old school. I like the 1-and-1. I don't. What do you think?
You know what? I'm glad he did it in the women's game because it matches what the college game is for the women. If they had kept the boys as being the 1-and-1s, I would have been fine with it for exactly the reason you just said. But I think it's probably, they're thinking it's going to be tough for high school officials going back and forth. So they went with 2 shot fouls the entire way. All right, I'll deal with it. Shot, tough one in the lane there from Maya Jarrett off the mark. Rebound from Elena Edwards, who just checked in, your first substitute of the game. 5-3 your score, just 3 minutes remaining in the opening frame. DeFrank again trying to drive, goes around 1, goes around 2 defenders. Kays, nice move to get into the lane, kicks it back out to Edwards. She'll pop, rattles in and out, no good, out of bounds. Last touch by Shenango.
I wasn't sure who knocked that ball out. Both had their hands on it.
Both claim they didn't have their hands on it, though.
You never want to say it was I did that. Always blame the other one.
Wasn't me, sir. Wasn't me. Alferez into the corner. Getting the return pass. Active defense, really, both these teams in the 3-2 so far. And that's going to be a double dribble, and she knew it immediately, did Cheyenne Tyndall. A little indecisiveness caused the turnover.
A lot of turnovers in this first quarter.
2:33 remaining. 3 apiece for Laurel and Shenango. And really, other than that one, that's really the first self-inflicted turnover. Most have been from some active defense. You've seen Alfera getting her hands on a couple of balls, nearly knocked that one away as well. Pass down low again, hands on it from Jarrett, but pass able to make its way to a Shenango Wildcat. Now they kick it back out for a 3-pointer from Farrell. It's too short, no good, but another offensive rebound for Addie Case.
Sometimes those long balls bounce way out.
Past the first line, and now Amara DeFrank drives in. Her shot no good. Rebound from Jarrett.
I don't think either team really has a size advantage here.
You haven't seen one yet, at least. Jarrett will take a little 15-footer and splash it home. Makes the score 7-3, just a minute 35 now remaining in the opening frame. Good hands by Amara DeFrank to track down that one, but her pass is off the mark. It's going to be stolen away by Alfera. Nifty crossover move, and she's going to be fouled on the way to the hoop before the shot. Good foul there, really, by Addie Case.
I thought she may have been able to dish that ball off to the other person in the right-hand side, but she decided to take it herself.
I think part of that was the way that Case defended her. Really didn't even give her a chance to get the pass off. Now you're getting a couple of subs in. Looks like Lexi Kroll and Jamie Weisenstein checking in for the first time for the Spartans. With 1:25 remaining, that's your first subs of the game for the Spartans.
A freshman and a junior.
Kroll, the freshman, kicks it over for a 3 ball. Nothing but net. The high arcer for Cheyenne Tyndall, her second of the quarter.
She leads the team with 3s. You can see why.
Down to a minute 5 remaining here in the first quarter. Pass from Edwards into the corner. DeFrank pumps, drives in, off the window, short, no good, and a strong rebound again for the Spartans. This time coming out with it is Jael Henderson.
Good box out by Henderson that time.
Less than a minute to play in the first quarter. 10-3 your score. Skip pass from Barker. Actually gets it right back at Cheyenne Tyndall. Don't leave her alone. That's why. Third 3 of the opening frame. It's now a 10-point advantage. And ball out of bounds.
I believe that's a foul on Addie Keys.
Yep, they did. They did call the foul against Kays, and that's 2 against her. So got to keep your eye on that. With 34 seconds remaining in the first quarter, 2 fouls against one of the 2 seniors on the team. Kroll return pass to Tyndall. Good job to get it to the high post, inside out for Barker. Back out to Cheyenne. Why not? 16-3. She has knocked down 3 straight 3-pointers for the Spartans. Trying to answer on the other end. Ella Farrell, her shot no good, but offensive rebound for Edwards. Drive to Kays. Less than a second to go. Can they get the shot off? They do not in time, and that's how your first quarter comes to an end. Cheyenne Tyndall, 4 threes in the quarter. They lead 16-3 to the Spartans. Back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
I think it was a foul shot.
Yeah, we're missing one of the points. Who made the free throw for Shenango? We'll check that in a moment, but second quarter about to get underway here from Laurel. A 16-3 start to the game. And Laurel will have first possession. How about Cheyenne Tyndall? What an incredible start that she has had. 4 of 7 in that first quarter from downtown.
Nothing but net either. I mean, they are right through. She's feeling it.
I'm not sure you can get any higher arcing shots. That's kind of losing her footing. Getting tripped up there was Lexi Kroll, and she'll travel with the basketball as a result.
Not too happy about that. I think she thought she was tripped.
Good to go if you can see. Stolen away. Right back, Morgan Barker drives down. Look out. Here's another high arcer. This one, though, short. So good to know Cheyenne Tyndall is human. Addie Kays with the rebound.
Doesn't take much time to get that shot up either.
Good pass to the high post to Frank. Kicks it out for the short corner. Offie's shot off the mark, no good. Rebound, and somehow getting the pass off was Jael Henderson.
Bounced off 2 legs and right to her.
To the right wing. With it there is Barker. Good find, the open pass to Kroll. Her shot off the window, though, does not fall. Offie rebound. It's stolen right back away, though, by Jamie Weisenstein, and we're going to have a whistle. Held ball. Possession will go over to the Cats.
Brooke Hudak into the game. Number 3. Freshman.
So a couple of freshmen into the contest for Laurel. No freshmen on the roster for Shenango, and heard there's only one 8th grader playing right now. Nice block by Jael Henderson. Now trying to go with it the other way. Pass up ahead is going to get dribbled off of the end line. So 5 turnovers apiece now. Jay, that time I think Laurel is trying to go a little bit too quickly in transition.
Sometimes you get to slow it down a little bit and set up the offense. That was a nice pass, though it was intended.
And made its way there one way or the other. Giada Christopher gets the return. Addie Kays, extra pass over to Amara DeFrank. She'll try one from downtown. It's no good. And another rebound for Henderson. She's got 4 already. A nice behind-the-back dribble while we're at it. Coast to coast, kicks it out to Barker. Passes on the 3. Good extra pass there to get it to Lexi Kroll. She'll take one. No good. Follows her shot. Gets to go and rebound. Will she be able to get a shot up? No, they'll get a held ball. Possession will stay with the Laurel Spartans.
That's a nice hustle to get that rebound. Just couldn't get the shot off for the defense. Got a whole rounder.
Good shot, Henderson. Making her first bucket of the game. Makes the score 18-3. As Laurel now on a 13-0 run. Step inside the arc for Addie Kays. Her jumper is short, no good. DeFrank with the rebound. Tries to power her way up through and wisely just kicks it back out. Christopher back out to Kays. Another long jumper, foot on the line. Shot no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and Laurel's the last to touch it.
Couple subs in for Laurel. Looks like number 5, Maggie Alfera, and number 13, Maya Jarrett.
A couple starters back in. Giada Christopher, crossover, kicks it back out. That's Offie in the corner. Good skip pass, extra one to the corner. 15-foot jumper is good for Ella Farrell. Her first points.
Nice ball movement there, not sequence.
And that ends about 7.5 minutes without a field goal for the Wildcats. Good pass down low to Henderson, finding her rhythm down in the paint. Trying to answer DeFrank the other way, absorbs contact. Good positioning defensively for Maya Jarrett. Straight up and down to defend that shot. Alfera, return pass over to Barker. Double team, Jarrett able to get it across the paint. That one a little bit too strong though from Henderson. The rebound coming out for Zoe Offie and the Cats. Coming with speed now this time. Right into the lane, off the window, just a bit too strong for Addie Kays. They'll still maintain possession as the ball out of bounds on the rebound.
Thought she had that. Nice hustle.
Yeah, good shot there. Again, inside the arc, but they'll take him right now, getting him the fall.
I believe that was Ella Farrell.
It was her second basket of the quarter. Trying to answer on the other end, in and out on that shot. Ball on the floor for the rebound, fighting for it. Maya Jarrett gets right in there. Extra pass out and a 3-pointer off the mark, that time from Tyndall. Jarrett still fighting for it.
Tyndall's cooling off a little bit.
Still 4 of 9 at the moment.
That's still very good, especially for three-pointer shooters.
Giada Christopher with a long jumper. Foot was on the line, but it's good for her first points. Back-to-back buckets for Shenango, not going away yet. Still trailing by double digits here midway through the quarter. Again, good pass to the high post. They're finding the right spots. And the extra one to the corner, 3-pointer for Barker, too strong. Tyndall in there looking for the rebound. Also in there, Ella Farrell able to snag it away. And a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. First foul of the quarter is going to go against the Laurel Spartans.
Little hand action there.
And again, maybe not a bad foul with Shenango trying to run. And again, when you get a reset of your 5 fouls each quarter, not as much of a danger getting in the bonus that way. Good cut from Amara DeFrank into the lane and soft touch.
Nice move by DeFrank that time.
DeFrank now with 4. Don't look now, it's a 6-0 run right back for the Shenango Wildcats, and nearly get a steal as well. Trying to amp up the pressure, and maybe a little too much there. Shot of Christopher basically bulldozed right over Morgan Barker.
You can't do that. Oh, she's laughing about it.
Yeah, she and Coach Nattel getting a nice little chuckle. Cody Pattison in the house. We were talking to him before the game. A fun chat with him about off the hand here of Laurel. So possession back over to Shenango. Had a fun chat about the days of covering Coach Nattel when he was with the Newcastle team. I think he was there for the first 11 seasons, maybe the first 12 seasons of the Coach Blundo era as an assistant and JV coach. Good hands there from Morgan Barker, knocked it right back into the Shenango player, and Zoe Offey's foot was on the line, so a turnover right back. But yeah, I shared the story. We did a JV broadcast, and we jokingly tried to figure out how many wins that Coach would have had as a JV coach, Coach Nattel that is, and the number we jokingly gave was 514 was the number we came up with. 514 JV wins in 10 seasons. Yeah, okay.
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, that math doesn't quite add up.
Yeah.
We know.
You were a math teacher, though, so.
Well, that's why it was a fun little joke. And it's turned into a nice little inside joke between us throughout the last few years. Ella Farrell able to get her own rebound, and then she's going to be fouled on a hand check. I think that's going to go against Tyndall.
Little touchy foul there.
Her first, team second of the quarter. 2:24 remaining here in the first half. Skip pass to Offey. Again, good ball movement from both teams. As soon as I say that, Mara DeFrank was unable to corral it, and then a timeout called from the bench.
Located just 25 miles east of Pittsburgh and Murraysville.
Score here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. They want to get you back to the top of your game as quickly as possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapies. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Newbie, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can reduce your time on the sideline from 3 or 4 weeks to just 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for months to see improvement. Notice a difference after your first visit to Health in Motion, keeping you moving.
Shout out to Health in Motion Physical Therapy. They got a new location. They're in Grassetti Performance. They're in Shenango Township now. So stop by at their new location for all your physical therapy needs. And right out of the timeout, Ella Farrell, her third jumper of the quarter. Don't look now, folks. League's back down to 7. Trying to back her way in is Jarrett around a double team, and she's hit in the hip on the way up. She's going to get a pair of free throws with 1:55 remaining.
I believe the foul's on Hudak.
No, they called it on Jada Christopher, which is her second.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Now it was a foul on the floor. Trying to drive her way in is Lexi Kroll. And I think before the held ball, we had a timeout call from the bench by Coach Haney. So he'll take a 30-second timeout to maintain possession. Gives us a chance to announce those Health in Motion newbies of the game. Lexi Kroll and Brooke Hudak, the 2 freshmen out there. Remember, Health in Motion, they're the only PT clinic in Lawrence County that uses newbie stimulator technology. Their motto is get better, faster, and reduce your time on the sideline by up to 70%. Visit Health in Motion Newcastle on Facebook for more information.
What is your opinion of the coach being able to call a timeout? Do you like that or not?
I don't mind it. I think, well, I'd rather have it like that than being relegated to having to sit on the bench the entire game. I guess we'll put it that way. And if you're going to allow them to be up and coaching, then they should be allowed to call timeout like anyone else. I have no problem with it.
I don't know. I always thought that the players should be able to call the timeout, not the coach.
Well, and they still can.
Yeah.
That's true. Tyndall. The sharpshooter, the fake to her, gets it to the high post to Jael Henderson. He'll try it again. She's triple teamed in there, and she's going to get thrown down. Her pass stolen in the process. Going the other way is Ella Farrell, trying to save it out of bounds and did not do so. Foot on the line, so turnover right back over to Shenango. But you see what Shenango has to do defensively, Jay. They're having to pinch out there on the sharpshooting Cheyenne Tyndall, and that's leaving some space for Henderson in the middle.
The ball's coming into her. She just hasn't been able to get the shots off. A couple of them, but they're passing the ball very well. You see what happens to let Tyndall alone.
4 of 9 from downtown in the game. Alfair swings it over to Tyndall. There she is. Another deep one. Back iron, no good. And skying for the rebound is Zoe Offey, her third of the quarter.
Shenango's slow but surely getting back in this game.
Yeah, and they've amped it up defensively. They've kept Laurel off the board for over 4 minutes now, and then now Laurel gets the defensive play as Maya Jarrett steps in front of the pass. 9th Shenango turnover. Jarrett looking back out, able to get it to Tyndall, and she tiptoes that Spartan logo.
Almost over and back.
Alfera finds Henderson. Good cut there at the elbow, but her shot no good. Christopher gets the rebound, and now with 30 seconds remaining, we'll see if Shenango will try to hold for the last shot. Christopher got away. No, she did not get away with the walk. And she'll check out. You're going to see Nayara Thomas check in, probably for Giada Christopher with those 2 fouls here late in the quarter. So good move by Coach Nattel. Don't give any chance for one of your starters to get an extra foul late.
Especially when you're so short in the bench with other players.
Alfera. Now to Henderson down low, backs her way in, blocked away by Amara DeFrank.
That was a beautiful block by DeFrank.
Good clean swat. 8.5 seconds remaining. Inbounds pass, they get it to Kroll, 6 seconds left. Finds the cutter, Alfera, a little fadeaway shot is gonna be short, no good. DeFrank will get the rebound, and that's how your first half will come to an end. Laurel was controlling, they led by as many as 15 in the game, but Shenango has chipped away, finishing the quarter on an 8-0 run. 2013, your halftime score, back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measel will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Hey. Good to see you. Come on in, let's go. Yeah!
Laurel teachers support all of our athletes
on and off the field.
All right, okay.
Here at Shenango,
The teachers and staff love their Wildcats. In the classroom or wearing the blue and gold, we have their back, and we wish the Cats the best this season.
This video is brought to you by the Shenango Area Education Association.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Nominations are now being accepted for the LCAP Team of the Month and the LGKG Male and Female Athlete of the Month. Log on to lcsportsnet.com/awards to nominate your favorite team or athlete today. When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
And your halftime score. And your halftime score here, 20-13, Laurel leading Shenango here on the Lawrence County SportsNet. Story of the game is Cheyenne Tyndall with 4 3-pointers in the opening quarter. She's got 12 points. Laurel leading 20-13 at the half. But Jay, the 8-0 run from Shenango to end the quarter. Ella Farrell, we talk about her sharp shooting beyond the arc, but she hit a couple of those mid-range jumpers, those 15 to 18 footers, 3 of them to lead Shenango now with 6 points. That's why they're back in this ball game.
Well, she did have the 1-3 and the 2-2s, I believe.
They ended up saying that 3 was on the line, so that's why she has 6 official points.
I'll get rid of that.
To lead here. But I mean, look, you have to respond after a rough first quarter, and I think Shenango did a great job of it because they could have packed it in pretty darn quickly tonight.
I'll tell you, the way Cheyenne started shooting, and I think she's missed her last 4, though. So she's cooling off a little bit. And like I said, they're starting to play a little bit better defense on her, too.
Yeah, finding what they can do to try to lock her down. Jael Henderson with 6 points as a result for finding some open looks, and Maya Jarrett with a 2-point bucket. That's the Laurel scoring. 6 for Farrell, 4 to DeFrank, 2 for Christopher, and 1 for Addie Kays. 1 for 2 from the line for her. That rounds out the first quarter score, or the first half scoring for Shenango. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll have a second half tip-off when we return. Laurel 20-13 on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there, MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Zingley Opal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all?
Second half underway here between the Spartans and the Wildcats. And right off the get-go, a steal and a transition layup, but it's too strong for Addie Kays. And a foul on the rebound. That would have been a heck of a start, Jay Moan, for this third quarter for a Shenango team that's on an 8-0 run.
We ran for the last layup, just could not get it to fall.
Now a little full court pressure being put on by Shenango. Spin move from Maya Jarrett, gets into the lane, but she took an extra step.
That fouls on to Frank.
Nah, just travel.
I mean, when they got the ball down there.
Yes, yeah, Frank had the first foul of the quarter. You are correct. Christopher around the perimeter into the corner. Another 18-foot jumper. This one off the mark, no good, and a strong rebound from Morgan Barker.
That was a good box out by Barker that time.
Yeah, rebounding numbers in favor of Shenango in the first half for sure. Alfaro thought about a three, kicks it over to Barker. Those two play catch. Now Alfaro gets to the foul line. Her jumper is going to be swatted away. Actually, DeFrank's going to pick up her second foul of the quarter. So 2 free throws coming for Maggie Alfaro. These will be the first 2 free throws of the year for the sophomore, who's playing in just her 3rd game of the year, coming back from injury.
I believe they called that foul on Christopher.
Oh, you're right, they did.
That's number 3 in her, I believe.
3rd foul on Christopher, and the free throw up and good. That's the first points, Jay, in about 6.5 minutes worth of game time for the Spartans. Alfaro splits the pair. How about this? Jael Henderson fighting in for the rebound. She tries to go up and under. Her shot no good, though. DeFrank gets the board.
Good move. You just could not get it to get down.
Christopher travels with the basketball. That's so tough to teach, Jay. On that pump fake, you got to put the ball down before you shuffle the feet back the other direction.
It's a tough place, but they wrestle right on it.
Yeah, you're not going to get that one past.
Oh.
Knocked out of bounds. Now I'm going to get that one past Char McCree especially.
Very lazy pass by Laurel. Lucky wasn't intercepted by Shenango for an easy basket.
Well, Coach Heaney talked about it as part of his works in progress keys to the game was handling the pressure. They struggle with it at times. Better job here by Alfaro, and she tries to go coast to coast, but it's going to be blocked away nicely by Ella Farrell. Good job staying straight up. And, hey, even at the 5'6" frame, able to get big and swat it out of bounds.
And she didn't hit the body, which was good.
Jarrett with the inbounds pass. Barker finds the cutter in Alfaro. Trying to get it down low. Henderson was open on the block for a moment, but they couldn't get it to her in time. Turnover back to Shenango. DeFrank into the corner. Farrell, good job to dribble out of trouble there.
Like I always say, get out of the corner.
Foot on the line, long jumper. Christopher in and out, no good. Ball on the floor. We're going to have another held ball. Possession will stay with Shenango.
I wonder how many held balls that is. Do you have a total of that?
I have an approximate total. I'll say 5.
There's been quite a few.
Shenango, by my count, winning the rebound battle, though, 20-12. Make it 21-12, as this one's an offensive rebound for DeFrank, but then the held ball will turn it over to the Spartans. Give a shout out to our friends at Washington Center Physical Therapy, giving you your out-of-town scoreboard. Not many games going on tonight, but a big one over in Butler. How about the boys' game postponed from last night? Butler against North Allegheny. As a grid ball movement here against the press will send Maya Jarrett to the line. I know Brother Lee is very, very excited that he's missing that game tonight.
Oh, I heard about it all night, but that's the way it goes.
At foul on Addie Kays, her 3rd as well. So Kays and Christopher each with 3 fouls against them.
Nice foul shot.
Jarrett makes the first, second one on the way. Also tickles the twine.
Either team really shoots fouls very efficiently, so that's nice to see she got 2 of them.
5 of 6 for the Spartans. They came in dead even, 50% from the line. Alfaro with the steal in transition, hangs on the rim but doesn't go.
Little walk there? Or
I think it was because she got, or no, they're going to get double dribble. She picked it up and then dribbled again.
I thought they might have called a foul, but they didn't.
Yep. Second dribble happened first. So say the men in stripe. Tyndall gets it right back on the inbounds. There she is, her 5th 3 of the night.
What a range for her.
Tell you what, lucky she doesn't play any games down at Eden Christian. How high arcing that shot is, it would hit the roof down there at the barn at Eden, as this one's deflected away and stolen.
I've been down at Eden Christian. Grandsons played down there.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you've never been there before, definitely check it out. It is playing in a barn. Pass down low from Henderson to Jarrett. Back out to Tyndall. Good closeout by Christopher. Not going to let that 6 3-pointer get off. Jarrett, good 2-man game back to Henderson, but swatted away yet again by Amara DeFrank.
Nice block by DeFrank. Again, not hitting the body, just getting all ball.
Third block of the game for Amara DeFrank. A couple emphatic ones here in this quarter. And more subs coming in, little offense, defense. Christopher with those 3 fouls will check out for a bit.
Weisenstein and Lexi Kroll in.
For Laurel, yes. Good inbounds pass to J.L. Henderson. She and Barker playing the 2-man game, nearly stolen away by Ella Farrell. Extra pass over. Kroll will take the left-handed 3. Shot no good, but again, she is following her shot. That's the second missed 3 that has resulted in a set offensive rebound for Lexi Kroll.
Yeah, she follows her shot, which a lot of kids don't do that. You shoot the ball and they want to watch it. You can't. You got to follow the shot.
Same thing, can't be ball watching on defense either. Out of box, out the shooter. Sometimes that's the one you forget about the most. Naira Thomas, though, makes up for it. She committed the foul, but then she got the steal on the inbounds.
Ball went one way and the player went the other way in that play.
Good ball movement here. Off, he gets it back up to Kays. To the corner, Farrell open for 3. Shot short, no good. Another offensive rebound. It was for a moment, but it ended up being tipped right to Weisenstein and then knocked out of bounds. Possession going over to Laurel. Only the 3rd attempted 3 for Ella Farrell in the game, though she has had a bunch that have been foot on the line or just inside the arc. Came into tonight's game with 17 of the team's 25 threes. Good job by Weisenstein to pick that one up before it went into the Shenango bench. Henderson drives, draws, dishes to Barker. Now Tyndall.
Is she going to take this one? I thought she was going to let it fly.
She thought about it, but heard Coach Heaney say set it up. Would rather get into the offense, and again thought about it. Extra pass over to Barker. She pumps, drives in. Good drive, draw, dish. Extra pass and a beauty to get it to Weisenstein, but her shot is short and no good.
Good ball movement in that sequence.
Yeah, even though you don't get points on the board, Jay, you got to be happy with that possession if you're Laurel.
Yes.
Another good pump. Farrell this time drives in and gets her 8th point of the game. And then a turnover. This is, again, what Coach was talking about. Coach Heaney said they've had trouble dealing with the pressure in the full court at times. Shenango able to get the steal there. Almost violation there from Farrell as she was trying to rush back onto the court. Aaron Thomas lost it on the way up and stolen away by Weisenstein, but then what are we going to have? It? She was pushed down to the ground, and there you're going to have your Castle Asphalt bonus free throws here, Jay, as that's the 5th foul of the quarter.
I wasn't sure if we'd see that or not.
Castle Asphalt, they provide commercial or residential asphalt paving, commercial site work, and commercial line striping. You can visit castleasphalt.com for more information and to request your free estimate.
I believe that foul's on Thomas.
It is. So her first, team's 5th. Weisenstein makes her first free throw. She's the 5th player in the scoring column now for the Spartans today. Brooke Hudak, the other freshman, checking in. So a couple freshmen out on the court. Both free throws good for Jamie.
That's the first 2 free throws for Shenango.
3-pointer there was short and no good from Naira Thomas, and then fighting for the rebound, Laurel finally able to come down with it. Parker back out to Alfera. Trying to drive baseline there is Weisenstein. Well defensed. Good defense there by DeFrank, forcing her to the baseline, and it'll be turned over as she stepped on the end line.
DeFrank's really playing some good defense tonight. Between the rebounds and the block shots.
Got her unofficially with 4 bounds, 3 blocks, but a couple forced turnovers like that one. Alfera gets her hands on another pass, and that leads to another turnover. She's been
on the bench right now.
Yeah, Maggie Alfera has been a nice return and a nice little response from her to be a big part of this team. Only a sophomore is Maggie Alfera, but you can see immediately running the point, her first start of the season, doing some of the little things on defense too. Skip pass to her. pumps, drives in, dishes it back out to Lexi Kroll. Again, another extra pass to Weisenstein. Her shot too strong, no good. Right as I say it, Alfera gets the rebound, but it's stolen away by Amara DeFrank. Quick in transition the other way, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul down on the block. We have 2 free throws coming here for Shenango, and looks like it'll be Ella Farrell who will be going to the line. Farrell, who came in averaging 10 points a game, she's got 8. But you can tell the Shenango team has struggled, other than Ella, behind the arc on the season. They've really struggled, though, at the free throw line, Jay, to your point. 44% coming into the game from the charity stripe this year.
Laurel's not much better. They're around 50%.
That's enough to make any coach's hair gray. Farrell able to split the pair. She's got 9, and then another deflected pass from Amara DeFrank. This one goes out of bounds. Possession staying with the Spartans. Just under a minute and a half remaining here in the third quarter. Barker can drive and draw. Good ball movement, but well read this time by Farrell. Maybe a split second too late as they saw Henderson open.
Good hands by Shenango.
Skip pass to Farrell for 3. Short, no good, but it works like a pass. No good on the shot, but that's because Zoe Yaffe was hammered on the arm. Now she'll get a chance to go to the charity stripe. First foul against Morgan Barker. Back iron, no good. Tyler, are they streaming that Butler game, or is it just going to be radio? Just radio. No good on the second shot either, so Offie misses them both, and on the rebound, fighting for it, Hudak able to track it down. Alfera now trying to come with speed, well defense, good job hustling back by Elena Edwards. Wild pass, but Barker able to track it back down. Now Farrell will take a long jumper, short, no good. Rebounded in transition, here comes Farrell. Ella Farrell right to the rack, off the window and in.
Good use of the backboard that time.
First Shenango Wildcat in double figures with that bucket is Ella Farrell. Ball in the corner, and they're going to get a held ball. Possession will go over to Shenango. So with the change in the arrow there, it will be another turnover. So Laurel took care of the ball. 7 turnovers in the first half, Jay, but that's their 8th of the third quarter, yet still holding on to this 10-point advantage.
Yeah, they're just being a little bit careless with the ball this quarter.
Farrell, baseline drive, little floater, too strong, missed everything. And another held ball. Possession will go over to Laurel on the rebound and on the arrow. And now they'll have a chance for the last shot with 8 seconds remaining. Again, offense, defenses. Kays will check out, and Thomas will check back in. Alfera pass at her legs, good job to track it down. Barker has to save it at midcourt. 3 seconds left as Thomas gets the steal. Can she get a shot off in time? We're going to have a whistle with .2 on the clock.
Going to have a foul called.
But Laurel had a foul to give, so this will not put Naira Thomas or Zoe off, either one on the line. And with .2, I think this has to be a tip drill. And they won't get a shot off. That's how your third quarter comes to an end. 28-18 your score. Laurel with the advantage. Back in a moment at lcsportsnet.com. Powered by LCAP.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builders has been building our community for 70 years.
Eight minutes on the clock, fourth quarter coming your way here from Laurel High School. Non-section action between the Spartans and the Wildcats. So far, the story of the game, Cheyenne Tyndall, 5 of 11 from downtown Jay. But Shenango, to their credit, they've done a good job of closing out on her much better here in the latter stages of the game.
She's not getting the open three she had in the first half.
Yeah, she had 4 of 7 to start the game in that first quarter. Since then, just 1 of 4. So opportunities haven't been there as much either.
And she spent a lot of time on the bench in the third quarter. She's back in now. See what.
Working through that press is Cheyenne. She gets it up to Maya Jarrett. Over to Lexi Kroll, or excuse me, that is Morgan Barker's three-pointer on the way, no good. And Jarrett trying to tiptoe, but unable to do so. Possession will go over to Shenango. And
good sportsmanship by Shenango to help the Laurel player up.
I give a shout out to Cody Patterson over there as well from the Newcastle News, because guess what? He's, we'll call him a ball magnet in these games. He's in dangerous territory, and he had Maya Jarrett going right at him there for a moment. Good bounce pass down low to the Frank. No good on the shot. Got her own rebound, but was ripped away from her by Jael Henderson.
Tell you what, I thought she had the ball, and Henderson just pulled it right out of her hands. Up, another turnover.
Ella Farrell able to get the steal. Goes right to the hoop. Her shot no good. Put back attempt, though, and one for Addie Kay is her first bucket. Maya Jarrett picking up her second foul in the process.
See if she can get the old-fashioned three-pointer. Nope.
And again, the free throw woes continue for Shenango. Again, 44% coming in. Jarrett able to hang on to the ball, kick it out to Barker for 3, no good. Another rebound for DeFrank. Farrell again in transition. Again, can't get it to go.
Another foul.
She earns her way to the line. She's been doing it mainly from beyond the arc this season. It's all inside the arc. And how about that kind of sneaking out? And good job by the Cats to find her there, Jay.
Yes, it was. Somebody wasn't in their zone. See if we can get a couple free throws here.
First one short. Farrell's second free throw splashes home. She's now got 12. Lead down to 7, 28-21. Nearly over and back, but she was straddling the line, so that's still fine. Cheyenne Tyndall gets the return pass, thought about a 3, and is going to bring it back out and set up the Spartan offense down to 6:30 remaining. Shenango just trying to amp up the pressure any way they can right now and try to force some turnovers for the Spartans. And I think recognizing that issue is going to be Coach Heaney. He's going to take a full timeout. We'll take a timeout here as well on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Nominations are now being accepted for the LCAP Team of the Month and the LGKG Male and Female Athlete of the Month. Log on to lcsportsnet.com/awards to nominate your favorite team or athlete today. Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania.
Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Over 90 years in the business now for Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, as impressive as that is. And again, we want to remind you that it's going to be coming up quickly for the January Athlete of the Month, brought to you by LGKG. Go to lawrencecountysportsnet.com, lcsportsnet.com/awards, and you can put in your nominations. Those nomination forms will be up and running for the month, so stay tuned. We'll be announcing on social media as well. Coming up soon as a drive-in shot, no good for Maya Jarrett, but she's going to get a return trip to the free throw line with a 28-21 Spartan lead. Mind you, coming up after the game, we have to come up with our MVP Insurance MVP of the game, where they coach clients to better prices, better coverage. Call MVP for the win as Jarrett makes her first freebie.
She was 2 for 2 for the line till before that one.
I'll tell you what, good for her, because she came into this game. Well, there's the announcer jinx. She came into this game at 19% from the line. Now 3 of 4. But they'll take that, and that's going to be an over and back. And there's a careless mistake that will get Coach Nattel a few more gray hairs. Laurel back in possession, 8-point lead, 6 minutes remaining. Alfera to Barker in the corner against the Shenango 3-2. They're trying to expand and trap any chance they can get. Bounce pass down low to Henderson. Nice spin move, left-handed shot, no good. And Farrell with the rebound. Good defense by DeFrank to hold her ground on that one. Elena Edwards open for 3. Back iron, no good. Henderson, that's her 9th rebound by my count.
Good job rebounding this evening.
5:15 remaining. Looking for number 6. Back iron, no good though for Cheyenne Tyndall. Backside rebound there is the 10th rebound for Henderson. Jarrett looks to drive baseline, kicks it over to open Barker.
They're moving the ball well, just can't get a shot to go down.
I think they're fine with that to move the ball, well, except for Tyndall had an open look. No good on this shot. And again, saved by Jarrett, but rebound coming out now is Kays, and in transition out in front. Left-handed layup is good. Ella Farrell's done that so many times now. Keeps sneaking out in front of the defense.
It's good hustle by him. Defense just isn't dropping back in time.
Lead down to 6, closest it's been since the midway stages of the first quarter when Tyndall went on that 9-0 run herself with 3 straight three-pointers. Henderson, foul line jumper, no good. DeFrank, strong rebound.
Look out, the Cats are coming.
Could cut it down to a 1-possession game here. This time down the court, Alfera nearly got another steal, but got a piece of Elena Edwards' arm on the way.
Just third foul on Alfera.
Team's third as well. Alfera again making her first start of the season. Only her 3rd game she's been back from injury. Passed on low and fighting through it. And they're going to get before the shot, and Coach Nattel's not going to like that one. The hold before the shot is going to be called against Maya Jarrett. Mara DeFrank thought she had an and 1, but whistle blown before the shot taken.
That's the 3rd and Jarrett now. I agree with that call.
Yeah, tough break, but I think absolutely right. The foul was going for the possession. Good seal out down low, and DeFrank, no question there. And a timeout called by Shenango and Coach Nattel. Don't look now. Cats have cut this back down to a 4-point game, 29-25. Full timeout. Let's take a 30-second timeout ourselves here in Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Just under 4 minutes to play. Laurel, at one point early in the game, had an 18-3 lead. So leading by as many as 15, Jay, but credit to Shenango. They've kept chipping away, and now just a 4-point advantage.
Like I said, they really stepped up the defense. And how many turnovers for Laurel in the third and this part of fourth quarter? At least 10.
Exactly 10 by my count, unofficially. Better time breaking the press this time for Laurel. Pass over the top looking for Henderson, makes her way in. Nice pump fake up and in. Mark that one down as a potential Melee Chiropractic play of the game nomination if Laurel's able to hold on, because that stops the bleeding momentarily.
Nice move by Henderson, up and under.
Bounce pass the other way. It's going to be stolen away by Alfera, and then a reach-in foul against Ella Farrell to prevent the break. That's, if you're Laurel, that's exactly what you were looking for. You get a bucket, then you get a stop.
That was a smart foul because she's going to be going coast to coast, I believe.
And only the second team foul against Shenango here in the second half. Farrell nearly another steal, but a half second late. She's going to get called for the push. So her first 2 fouls come just about 5 seconds apart.
Keys
back up to 8 for Laurel.
Very nice pass, and another steal.
Getting her hands on that one was Barker. And that's what you didn't see a lot in the middle 2 quarters, Jay. The active hands caused a lot of early turnovers. Not many in the second and third quarter, but they've amped it up here in the last couple of minutes. Henderson, bounce pass, and another extra one, checking in from the arc. Great ball movement again from the Spartans to find the open player. Tyndall, the recipient.
Her first 2 points in an evening.
And a
first
whistle.
2-point basket, I should say.
We're going to have an offensive foul. Charge drawn by Laurel's Jael Henderson. There's your Medore Bonner Law change in possession. Make sure you protect your possessions with a local firm that has deep ties in the community. Visit MedoreBonnerLaw.com.
That's 4 and Keys.
Addie K's a little bit out of control, making her way to the hoop on that one. As you just said, it is the 4th against Addie. Now Laurel's is content to play a little keep away. In the corner, Barker. She thought about it, but ends up getting stolen away. Now trying to go the other way. Kay's kind of lost her balance, and Alfera putting both arms up. A little smile between her and Addie, but it is a turnover, unfortunately, for Shenango. Back over to the Spartans.
I thought there could have been a foul called there, but
I think the official all over it, seeing it was a slip and not much contact, if any.
I should take some clock off if they can.
10-point advantage with 1:30 remaining. Pass down low, Jarrett had it kicked right back to her, kind of fitting. Henderson to the high post, over to Barker in the corner. Back out to Tyndall, contend against the run clock. Knocked away by Kays, but ends up back in Alfera's hands. Good ball movement around the perimeter, and then they find the opening. It's Henderson down low, and she's hacked on the way up by Summer Doherty. That's going to be her first. And now 2 free throws the rest of the way. Jael Henderson going to the line.
And she definitely got hacked. There's a cheap foul and a good foul. I think that was a good foul.
Make Henderson earn it from the line. Back iron, no good. It remains a 10-point game. Mind you, coming up after the game, we'll have our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. And our MVP of the game brought to you by MVP Insurance.
Missed both of them.
And then a foul, and that's the last thing you want to do because that's going to allow the Cats to walk 90 feet the other direction to shoot a pair of free throws. I haven't had a chance to talk as well. We don't have our LCAP instant replay up and running tonight. Our production staff, tough time getting here for the 6:30 start, but we made it happen. And want to give a shout out, though, to the LCAP instant replay. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership, also sponsor of your LCAP Team of the Month. Give a shout out to the Shenango Lancers boys basketball team. 11-1, now I think 12-1 overall to start the year. 12 straight wins for the Lancers. Second free throw is good, but DeFrank thought it was going to be off the mark and went and entered the lane too soon. So DeFrank officially then credited for 2 misses.
Oh, she's wide open.
Henderson able to get it up to Alfera. Quadruple team to kick it back out. And wisely, they'll pass on any outside shot, just content to waste as much as they can of this final minute.
That was a smart move to bring it back out.
Henderson able to secure it, goes to the hoop, and she's going to be fouled. Again, Farrell this time being the one to make her earn it at the charity stripe.
Number 3 on Farrell.
Let LCAP Early Learning help your little one blossom. There's immediate openings right now in child care and preschool classrooms across Lawrence County. And if you've ever wanted an exciting career to work with children, they're looking for you. LCAP Early Learning. You can apply online at lccap.org/join-our-team. Anderson misfires on her first. Second one on the way, also no good, but a good tap out by Tyndall, and grabbing it is Maya Jarrett to secure an extra possession. They'll back it back out. Time winding down. We'll have our Gem Creative Edge scoring recap at the end of this one. 5-second call against the Spartans.
Yeah.
We'll turn it over. We'll give our awards, and then we'll wrap things up here from Spartanville. DeFrank. Crossover gets into the lane, kicks it over to Edwards. Double E's drives in, puts up the floater, and gets a bucket. 10 seconds remaining. And it looks like that's going to be all she wrote here from Laurel. The Spartans get their 3rd win of the season, a 35-27 win here at home over Shenango in non-section play. We'll take a quick break, come back with the post-game show when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
For 20 years, Maley Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Maley Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free, Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
It's our Tri-County Principals post-game show here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, as we have a non-section victory for the Laurel Spartans, 35-27 tonight over Shenango. Give a shout-out to Tyler Aaron running the cameras, Josh Toman, our producer tonight. I'm James Dotson with Jay Moan alongside. And Jay, you know, when you come in with a record of 2-10, you've had a couple of games that you've played very well in section, especially against the local county teams of Mohawk and Neshannock that couldn't get the wins out of them. You have to be pleased with a team that comes out strong right out of the gate today and able to make things happen right away, and Cheyenne Tyndall a big part of that.
Yeah, she started out hot. I mean, she ended up with 5 threes, and it was a very good shooting night for Miss Tyndall.
It really was. 5 threes, 4 of them coming in that opening quarter. Let's get this one out of the way right now. She is your MVP Insurance MVP of the game, finishes with 17 points on the evening to Cheyenne. So she is your MVP Insurance MVP of the Game award recipient. She will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's MVP of the game. And you can see that full list of game MVPs by logging on to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the Game. Congratulations, Cheyenne Tyndall. Tonight's MVP of the game, MVP Insurance. Call MVP for the win. She had a 9-0 run on her own in the last 2 minutes worth of that first quarter. I think that was what was most impressive there, Jay, was they found the hot hand and they kept going to her in that first quarter.
Well, Laurel started the quarter out with a 16-3 lead, and then Shenango come back with a 10-4 second quarter. Third quarter it was like an 8-5 for Laurel, and the last quarter neither team really did that well in the last quarter.
Yeah, scoring in the final quarter, Shenango 9-7. They actually cut the lead down to 29-25 at about the 3:50 mark there in the fourth quarter, but coming right out of the timeout, a 6-0 run in a hurry for the Spartans to get it back out of reach. And part of that 6-0 run, Jael Henderson, talk about that move that we saw, got it on the high post, drove in the pump and the up and under. It's a beautiful move from the sophomore forward.
And without walking, too, because a lot of times you pull that move off, you take that extra step, and she definitely didn't.
So she will, for that, receive our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award.
Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Jael Henderson of the Laurel Spartans. Maley Chiropractic and Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Jael for tonight's Play of the Game. Jael will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video tonight's Play of the Game and also be featured on Trip Live High School SportsNet standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game, the full list this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations, Jael Henderson, for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractor keep you in the game.
One final point of business, the GEM Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Visit gembuilders.com for more information. They can help with any project and meet any challenge. They've been building our community for 70 years. Leading all scorers tonight is Cheyenne Tyndall, 17 points, including unofficially 5 of 13 from beyond the arc. Jael Henderson finishes with 10 points, 10 rebounds, a nice double-double to go along with her Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game shirt. 5 points for Maya Jarrett, and 2 for Jamie Weisenstein, and 1 point Maggie Alfera in her first start back. She went 1 of 2 from the line. On the other side for Shenango, Ella Farrell leading the way with 14 points. Amara DeFrank next with 6 points and 8 rebounds. 3 for Addie Kays, and 2 each for Elena Edwards and Giada Christopher to round out the scoring. The number that I know they don't want to hear right now for Shenango, doing the quick math, I got them at 3 of 13 from the free throw line. Laurel came in also, you said, not great free throw shooting percentage, 8 for 14, so a little bit above 50% for the Spartans, and honestly, that ends up being a big difference. It was an 8-point game. They had 5 more points from the line. That's essentially a big part of your difference right there.
People don't realize how important those free throws are. You think well, they should practice them more, I believe. All the teams should.
Even when they shoot 100 per practice, I'm sure that, you know what? Now we got to do 200 per practice, the coaches would say. But nonetheless, a victory, and yes, it's a non-section victory for Laurel. Well, this has to be a uplifting for a team. Again, so many pieces lost for both of these squads from last year's teams that both made it to the Peterson Event Center. Jay, this has to feel good for Laurel to get that taste of victory again. They haven't had one for a while.
Yeah, I'm sure they're very excited about the victory. But, they played a good game. They started out really hot. They slowed down a little bit, but then they finished strong is what you have to do.
Big thanks, Lori Heights and Coach Ken Locke and everybody for everything that they do for us here at Laurel High School. Again, our producer is Josh Tomer. Running the cameras is Tyler Aaron. For my broadcast colleague Jay Mona, I'm James Dotson saying so long and stay tuned. More action tomorrow. Girls section action. Neshannock at Mohawk. Should be a great one. Make sure you tune in for it on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Have a great night, everyone.